Hey everybody, how y'all doing out there? We are back. Hey Star.
Hey, Joni, what's good?
Nothing much, girl. Just living.
That's right.
Yes, yes. So we are back, guys. We are back with another one. Let's talk about it series where we're gonna come on here and talk about it.
Yes, let's talk about it.
So yeah, so we do our little relationship shows and dating, and we have something to say because we are women out here.
Yes.
And we see what's going on out here. Dating is getting harder and harder. You know, I heard, I'm in the shop, so I hear it all, you know what I'm saying? And I hear women, they speaking about it like they about to give up.
Shoptalk Radio 2020.
Shoptalk Radio. Yes. So do you think black women finishing last or black women finish last? Is that what's happening?
Well, well, I just want to start by saying no because I want to be positive. I know that a lot of that is apparent and that you can tell, but I want to say first that everybody knows, well, maybe not everybody, but it has been publicized that Black women are the number one educated group. Um,
Okay.
so I just want to talk about the positives because it don't matter who choosing us last. We got to change our mindset. That's all it
Okay.
is. We have to change our mindset. We got to go to different places to meet different people and not be stuck on who not choosing us.
Okay, I
But
like that.
but it is a fact that
Right.
other people,
Who's
white,
saying it? Who's saying
Spanish,
it? Right.
who do get chosen before us. So I mean that is a true fact.
Yeah, it is. Not saying that it. I've asked that question because it's being said often. That the black woman is not being chosen, and there's a lot of black women who are single today. There's a
Yes.
lot of black women who choose to be single.
Yes.
And just like you say, they're choosing the Latinos, and they're choosing who they choose, which is fine, which is fine,
Which is fine. Yeah, it's
which is
fine.
fine. This is we're not saying that. It's just in our community of people, in our community of women, they are by themselves.
Yeah. I mean,
They
I
could
think
be
it's time. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
no, go ahead.
I think it's time for Black women um to learn from men. It's a lot that you can learn from men. You learn how to be more carefree about life. You're open to, different races. It's time for Black women, I think, to think outside of the box as far as
Step
thinking that
outside the box.
yeah, because we don't only have to be with a Black man. That's just our preference. It's our
It isn't
preference.
that something. Our preference held us back.
Mm,
And guess what? Our preference, I think, and to say that held us back, I mean, from other choices, or maybe being at a higher level than where they are today by choosing someone else. You know what I'm saying?
most definitely.
Yeah, because black men choose whoever, men choose whoever they choose to choose. And that's
Yeah,
black, white, Spanish, Latino, Chinese, whoever it is. But
right.
black women, we don't do that.
No, we don't. And I think it's not, I think we need to evolve.
Mm-hmm.
I think we need to evolve. And I think that, like I said, learning from a man, we're kind of cutting our options short. But I think, by only staying within our race, we need to date outside like the men do. That's what I think.
Right, because another thing too is that the spectrum, if you keep staying in the box,
Mm-hmm.
which the box is getting smaller and smaller as far as dating and marriage and consummating and all that stuff, you got
Mm-hmm.
to step outside the box because we did that for so long. I give you an example. I even, had the opportunity to date outside, but
Yeah.
and tried it, right? But couldn't get far because my mentality in my head thinking this is wrong. I should not be no, I can't do this. I felt like I was doing something against, I don't even know what I was doing it against, but I just said, no, I can't do it. But guess what? I probably let go something great, you know what I'm saying? And would probably be, uh, maybe less children, or probably been somewhere higher in life, or probably been somewhere, on another coast. Who knows?
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
I guess, it's a choice. Some people, just don't want to be in a relationship, don't have the energy, because it's something that has to be maintained.
yeah,
But I just think that, like I heard somebody say, you can't stay in the house all the time and then complain about not meeting nobody.
yeah,
You
that's
gotta
true.
be you gotta be somewhere to be seen, you know.
Absolutely.
Have to be somewhere to be seen. So I think that's what we as women need to do, as far as a good woman is concerned. When I say a good woman, I mean a good woman prioritizes her children, her family, and everything most of the time before things that she wants to do. Um, it's not that she wants it that way, but it's that way, and being that what she wants to do comes last a lot. She not having as much fun as she need to have.
Right,
To go
exactly.
places and to go places and meet people. I mean, you can't be with the kids all the time. That's why I'm glad this time around, when my first child was younger, I was with her like 24/7. I hardly went anywhere. But this time around with my son, I made sure I have a babysitter, because I'm not gonna be in the house
Yeah,
all the
just
time
just
this
stuck in the
season.
house. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
No, I'm
you
not
you
doing
gotta
that.
step out.
I'm not doing that. I'm moving like the dads move when I get ready.
Right.
You know, because as a mom,
Exactly.
as a mom, you're not always able to go when you're ready. When you're
Right.
ready to, just leave out the house. You don't always have that as an option like the dad, because the dad has you there and they can
Right.
leave when they get ready.
Right.
But this time around, I'm leaving when I get ready, straight like that.
That's what's
Yeah.
up, because it's true. That's the problem now, because you have a lot of women that feel, now, I don't want to say stuck, but they feel like they can't move because they
Yeah.
don't have that dad that's there who can take up some of the slack. That's
Yeah.
on some of the shows. I don't talk about this before, but
Yeah.
it's like that's the woman's job. That's the persona that's put out there, that it's on the mom. It's on the mom.
Yeah.
It's on the mother, because the father don't have that responsibility because he can walk.
Yeah, because he has, the mother that's gonna do that. So,
Yeah,
if he decide he want to go somewhere at a drop of a dime, he can get up and leave. I still can't even do that. I gotta arrange childcare first. I
yeah,
still
you got
can't
the
just, you know,
responsibilities. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, the man
yeah,
could walk. So since we on this topic, let's just say this: when a man, for the men out there, if you know you don't want a woman, or you really not trying to marry that woman, or put a promise ring on that woman, or show her or take her to the next level as a woman, don't mess with that woman.
for real.
Just leave her alone, because what y'all doing is y'all dropping seeds.
Yeah,
That's all y'all doing. Y'all dropping seeds and walking away. And then who's left to take care of that child?
yeah,
So just,
that's
just,
true.
just, just strap it up. Strap it up. If you can have fun, nobody's saying you can't have fun, but strap it up. Don't lock the woman down, and you ain't gonna be there.
Yeah, and that's 50% the woman's responsibility as well. So that means if we got to be on birth control, or we got to make sure we had the condoms or whatever. It's like I said, I mean, if I had to do it over, I wouldn't have any kids right now if I had to do it over. And I love my kids, but I wouldn't have any right now, because I believe kids deserve love from two people that love each other, a family.
Hmm.
A single mother, a child needs more than a single mother can give them,
Yeah,
financially and emotionally.
yeah,
They, even though single mothers do a good job, because I know I've been one, but children deserve more than what they can get from a single mother.
right. Yeah, that's true.
You
So again, to counteract that, what you're saying. So again, men, Yes, it does go both ways on the woman to protect herself if she does not want a child. If you don't want a child, then do what you got to do and protect yourself so that when you out there doing what you're doing, you're not bringing in bringing in a human being that's
Yeah,
that's going to
because
possibly be in a single family home. But anyway, anywho, hopefully they get the picture.
yeah, because like I said, if I had to do it all over again, I wouldn't have any kids until I was married and my husband wanted the child. That if I had to do it all over, that's what I would do, because it's a difference when a man wants a child and is waiting on a child.
But you see what you're saying from now, and then I would agree with that because our mindset was, or I don't know if you were told that or if that's what the goal was, which when you're growing up as a young teenage woman to get married, have the children, the white picket fence, you know what I'm saying? You
Yeah,
want to do what your grandma and your granddaddy did, you
yeah,
know, in that mindset. But it
yeah.
didn't work out that way.
No, it didn't. It
It
didn't.
didn't work out that way. And but guess what though? And I think it's in our culture
It
because
is an approach.
a white woman, she can do the same thing. But guess what? She got some backing. They got a house. They got this. They got opportunities. You see what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
in our culture, it didn't seem to go that way.
No, it
You
don't
know,
go that way. Our culture is different because for the most part, Black people, we don't inherit hardly anything, ever. So just from the beginning is different, you know.
yep,
Um,
yep.
but
So I understand why you say I would not do it. I wouldn't even. I'll be married and have my husband. Then we decide to have a child when the money is right. You do it in order,
it would really be planned. Yeah, it would
right? You
really
do it in
literally be
order,
planned.
and
Yeah,
because our community and culture is out of order, now we have a lot of baby moms and mothers that are raising children in a single family household. And then
yeah,
what's happening with that is now you got those children that are raised by the mom and the dad is barely there. I'm not gonna say all people, because I know when I speak, I just speak so openly and real because that's what's happening. I don't
yeah.
want to leave out the good fathers and the good mothers that's doing what they're supposed to do. But because of that, we're ending up with sons that's out there losing their lives. They robbing, they killing, they hurting, they raping, they doing you know what I'm saying? So
At a young age too.
at a young age, 17, 16, their
15.
lives,
Yeah.
15, their lives, and you got the females in it too. They out there wilding too.
Oh yeah,
So we can stop it for the next generation of little babies that's coming up because we
yeah,
still having children. So we
yeah.
could change this dynamic of pain and suffering and try to grow and have some financial stability because I'm tired. I'm tired of
Definitely.
seeing it. And before I leave this earth, I want to make sure my seeds are good. I want to make sure my family is good in this mess of a world. But I can go real deep into it because I get real passionate about it because what I'm seeing, it is really freaking scary.
Yeah, it is. It is, and I just feel like I'm coming up on a big birthday. I've had this last year has been so retrospective. Me just looking back over my life, what I accomplished, what I still owe myself to accomplish, and I mean, I don't know. It's things that I wanted. Let's just say, a happy marriage, which is something probably ideal, but it's something like, just that one thing that I've wanted for so long. I'm talking 20 years. Okay.
Mm.
I wanted for a long time. I just feel like going forward, I don't want to long for that anymore. Of course, I still want it, and it'll happen when it happens. But I can no longer long for it no more. I want me now.
And
It's
that's what
yeah,
we are as a women,
yeah,
united and strong, because we tired of the same old. You see what
yeah,
I'm saying? And that's where then when you say that like that, people have a negative against what you're saying. Like, oh, you're giving up on the black man. Oh, you're giving up on men, period. That's not what you said.
No, definitely. Like I'm just giving up on the suffering that comes with wanting something for so long. That's what I'm giving up. I'm letting the suffering go, and I'm focusing on things I can control,
That's
which
right.
is
Ooh,
me
love
and
it.
my person.
Yes,
Because
yes.
as a mother, sometimes you don't have. As a mother, every season is not a me season. My children had to be a minimum of 5 before I could really get back to any kind of me season, because you don't even
Right,
sleep good the first 5 years. You don't even sleep
right.
good.
Exactly. They got to be able to talk, walk, tell, be able to take care of themselves a little bit, some of that. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's real. It's real out here. It is
Yeah,
real.
it
But
is.
I see your t-shirt. Real
Real
ink,
life eat.
Real Life
Yeah,
Ink in the
yeah,
house. Tell them a
yeah.
little bit about Life Ink.
Real Life Inc. is a nonprofit organization that I founded in 2021. Um, yeah, that I founded in 2021. We're 2 years old now. And it's basically like an alternate to social services. And if anybody doesn't know about social services is like a government organization where you can go for assistance, usually like food stamps and healthcare, which is called Medicaid. Um, and they also help pay bills. So from my experience, when my first child was little, you could go to social services sometimes and they might say, well, we don't have it. We're out of funds right now, try
Uh,
back next month. But, you can't wait for next month. So, you need, you're like, okay, well, what am I going to do now? So I just wanted to make Real Life Inc. as an alternate and a supplement to social services and the churches that provide financial assistance. And what we want to do is to be able to help single parents and families with unexpected bills, help them with bills, with resources. So if we don't have what they need, we can tell them, well, we know who does have it. And
right.
I want to give gifts away. I just want to increase the quality of life for the single parent and the family. That's what I want to do. I
So
want to be able.
how do they reach you, or how do they apply? Is it a way, is
um
it
you
applying for it, or how do they get
You
this done?
basically just make an appointment at the website, thereallifeinc.com. You could just go up there and make an appointment. And then we'll basically just talk about what you need. Like I said, if it's a bill that you need paid, how it will go is that you would just email us the bill. We'll pay all of it or the portion that we can pay. Um, it's basically as simple as that.
Okay, okay,
If we
that's
have
good.
yeah, if
So
we have
all
gift
forms of
cards.
resources.
Yeah, all forms of resources, whatever we could do to support the family, food pantry, clothing pantry, like all the stuff that we know about here in the city. Like I said, you just might not know that, there's a food pantry that gives meat once a week. If you ever been to a food pantry, most of them don't give meat. If it is, it's kind of like something
Right,
canned.
right,
But
right.
there's a food pantry here in Greensboro that actually gives meat. So, that's important to a single parent
Well, I'm
or a family.
glad that you said Greensboro. So
Yeah.
you are in Greensboro, so that will work better for people
Yes.
that are local.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, and I mean, and if they're not local, I mean, it's not a problem for us to try to research, what's going on in your city. But that's what we remind people of 211. Dialing
Right.
211 is, a national line where you dial that line, the operator is going to ask you what you need in your zip code, and then they're going to find who provides that assistance in your area. But
Okay,
somebody might
good.
not have never heard about 211, but that's where we come in at so that we can
Right,
tell
right.
you about it.
Yeah, that's just like here where I am. We have 311.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm quite sure each state has that, but different
Yeah.
area code, different. Yeah. So that's
Yeah, I
very
never
good.
heard of that 311 because when I was in Florida, it was 211. So that's cool though.
Am I dialing 311 or 211? I think it's 311. Because I
Uh,
do it for my trash and stuff like that. Like,
uh,
because they do have resources. And I
yeah.
don't know if is it 211 here or 311, but I'm thinking I was
Okay.
dialing 311. And you
Yeah,
could
yeah,
call them and they come and you tell them that you have like bulk trash, stuff like chairs and stuff that you want to get rid of. You can
yeah.
call them for all kind of information. But that you're right. That's where the information is and the resources as well.
Yeah, and like I said, I want to do more than just pay bills and resources. I want to give moms gifts, throughout the year, just something to make them happy, even if it's just a gift card or a gift card or perfume or anything, just something, because sometimes, it's like nothing left over for the mom. I
Right,
mean,
right,
there's plenty of there's no, don't get me wrong, there's plenty of moms that have plenty of money too. So we're not gonna say it's all moms that need
right,
help, because it ain't,
right,
you know. But but I'm talking about the real life situations when you are a young mother in their 20s or any age, and all you really have is the money for the bills and nothing
right.
else.
Mm.
We want to make sure that they still able to go places. Like if I could give them tickets to Disney
Little bit of
World,
relief.
that's just
Oh,
something,
that's nice.
something that I'm not gonna say most single parents, but single parents that I grew up with, none of us ever took our kids to no Disney World. It's just
Yeah,
not
yeah.
something that was in the budget. You know
Right,
what I mean?
right, right. Well, that's wonderful what you're doing. Real Life Inc. guys on Instagram
Yeah,
and
Real Life Inc.
.com, right?
Yeah, Real Life Inc. 21 on Instagram.
Mhm.
And the website is thereallifeinc.com. And right now, our latest fundraiser is with Got Sneakers USA. I'm so excited about this fundraiser. I want to say thank you for everybody who participated in our Little Caesars fundraiser. Thank you so much. And thank you to Little Caesars for the opportunity.
Mhm.
With this fundraiser, it's a lifetime partnership with Got Sneakers. So I'm glad to have found an organization that the nonprofit could be with indefinitely. We'll be able
Okay.
to raise money. Yeah, we'll be able to
So
raise
this
money
is
with.
long going.
Yeah, it's ongoing. And what I like most about this fundraiser is that it's not about buying anything. It's not about buying anything, and it's not about giving any money or donation. With the Got Sneakers fundraiser, all you're doing is donating shoes you no longer want that are in
Oh,
decent condition.
wow.
That's all.
Okay.
That's all you're doing. So everybody in the world has shoes.
Oh,
Everybody.
I
Well,
got a bunch for you. Now I'm
yeah,
glad you said that. Yeah,
yeah.
because yeah, I got a bunch for you. So that's very good. So so can people mail them? Can people mail them or
Yes, we can mail them. That's one thing I wanted to talk to you about. To see what you think as far as like meeting places, like making an event. Like,
okay,
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 I
yes, I'm
like
down.
if I promote, I want y'all to meet me in the food court in this mall on this day and bring y'all
Right.
shoes. You know,
Nice. Okay,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. So that's what I want to do. I want to decide where I want people to meet me at to bring me the stuff.
Oh, that's nice. I love it. I love it.
You
And
can
that
help
it's
me.
on and that it's ongoing. So we need to get that going. And then we want to get that women's group going where we can give them prizes or give them just have intellect and dialect conversations with one another to uplift each other and then give
Yeah,
a prize.
yeah, up uplift and uplift and celebrate women. Because me personally, I've always loved women because I know what we go through.
Right,
Um, all the emotions and all that. I've always just loved women. In a way that if I see a woman, it's nothing for me to tell her how beautiful she looks at that moment. If
right.
it comes to me, all women don't do that,
No,
but
no.
but it's about uplifting and celebrating women. That's why I just want unity between women, because that's where the blessing is commanded, in unity. And that's why unity is fought against so hard, because there's a blessing attached to it. So it's
Right,
also
right.
it's a spiritual warfare, is why
Mhm.
unity doesn't want to happen, because
Right, right, right.
a
And
blessing is
especially
always going
with
to
the
come from.
women.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I wish I could have put a clip in this show, like I said, from Carisha Please Young Miami show, when she had
Uh-huh.
Trina up there. You gotta watch that. I wanted to put a
Okay.
clip in there where Trina said, most women are just catty, jealous, and insecure. And that's what needs to be addressed first, because that's the reality. And then we need to figure out what can we do to change that, you know?
Right. Yeah. Work on loving each other. But to
Work on
do that
loving each other.
first, loving each other, why as women do we despise each other? And you don't have to know the person.
Yeah.
That's sick. Like what's
It
up
is
with that?
sick. It's to me, it's just something. I think it's just something that person feel like they're missing.
Within
You know,
themselves.
yeah, and it's all about just working on self. And I'm
You
just
gotta send
thankful
me
that
that link.
I will.
I need this. I want to see that. And
It was
if Trina said it, she probably tired of it.
it was a great show. It was just a great show. And just being, just loving Trina for so many years, just hearing her talk about that female culture is not a secret. You know what I mean? How women treat other women. And even, you could be out of place. You could be at a place and a woman be acting catty and funny, you know, just because you there with your man, stupid stuff
Right.
like that.
Yeah,
You
trying to
know,
get attention.
yeah,
Attention seekers for whatever reason, just jealousy.
yeah.
They could be jealous of your shoes. They could be jealous of your purse. I mean, it's pettiness.
Yeah, it's been very petty, and like I said, just going through it for so many years. I've been a level of humble that no longer exists to me. You know what I mean?
Now,
And
isn't that so?
only way to put it, finesse two times said, uh, uh, I'ma flush it.
Uh-huh. Right then
Meaning if you
and
meaning if you started, I'm gonna finish it. That's all
there.
I'm
Right,
saying.
right then and
I,
there.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be walked over. You're not going to do whatever and say whatever and think
You just
Star's not
gotta
going
you
to say
gotta
nothing no
nip
more.
it in the bud.
Nah, I'm a shock you. I'm a shock you, and that's if I don't reach out and touch you. You know what I mean?
Oh man, here we
That's
go.
Yeah. I mean, that's all I'm saying because the
But
disrespect is.
that's so crazy. See, you say you at that point now of the humbleness. You with it.
Oh
I,
yeah, I'm with
I
it because
was there before that. It was reversed for me. I was with it. I was just like, it was no humble.
well,
Girl,
I'm
I'm at the
always
humble. I'm at the humble because God know
yeah,
what He doing. You
yeah,
got
he
to
do.
step it up. That's all it's saying. That means
Yeah,
you gotta change the way you was doing things.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? You gotta change for people to respect you
yeah,
and for people to see that you're serious. You see what I'm
yeah,
saying? So that's why it flipped for me now that they seen that I was serious. So now I need to be serious and I need to put the two together and speak it instead of action. You see what I'm saying? So now that
yeah,
humbleness, I have to speak it and show it in a humble way. Can't no
yeah,
longer go the way I was going before because that
yeah.
might, yeah.
Yeah, and I feel what you said because that way that you kind of describing, I was only that way, like in high school. You know what I mean? Then when I went to college, when you go a place where you don't know nobody, you for the most part you can't help nothing but to be humbled.
You got to be
You
humble
know?
yourself and your
Yeah,
surroundings and your
yeah,
situations do that. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
And like I said, I'm always gonna be humble. Always gonna be humble. Probably more humble than most people. I just never been no
yeah. You just
conceited person. No conceited person. I ain't never really been no mean person. I'm thankful for the heart and the way my mama raised me. You know, but I'm not gonna let nobody handle me any kind of way, and it ain't gonna be no disrespect without me saying anything. Now, I'm not gonna say nothing every time, but I'm
right.
just saying
There's no need to.
it's a new day. That's all I'm saying. It's a new
I,
day.
I get
You
it.
got you gotta know who you talking to at all times.
I get it. Right. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta know who you
That's
talking to.
straight.
Like I said,
Yeah, that's respect.
these days people just
It's
doing whatever.
disrespectful.
Yeah, they just do whatever. They don't have morals. They don't have
No
respect. So
conscience, no
so if I gotta
mind, no thought, no
nah, so if I
choice.
gotta if I gotta get with the shit for you to understand what I'm saying, I'm gonna get with it. That's all I'm saying. I'm gonna get with it so you understand my language. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right. Ain't nothing
Yeah.
wrong with it. We all adults out here. All
Yeah.
adults. And we adults. You would think adults would have learned, by a certain time, like
Yeah.
carry yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
You
anyway,
would
child,
think.
we can go on and on and on with this.
Yeah, you would
Anything you
think.
want to, huh?
I say, yeah, you would think, as adults that, we'll be on the same
Ah,
page, but it's not really like that. But I
mm,
just want to say we are still in a new year. Um, I just want to say to the people, Don't worry about what nobody else is doing. Focus on you and what you doing and your goals.
That's right.
It's a we're in a season right now to me where it's really about focusing and executing and about more praying and talking, and playtime is over. So
Oh yeah.
may the
I
best
agree.
man win.
Right. I agree. I like that. I like
Yeah.
that. And I want to say Kevin Samuels. Kevin
Uh-huh.
Samuels, I must say, since I really can see where he was going since his passing. It's like you can really see what he was trying to do since he passed. And I'm trying to understand, like, they couldn't get it when he was here.
Yeah.
It's a different message now that he's gone.
Yeah, and just thinking about, a certain type of women that he was talking to. If you're
Right.
talking to a type of woman who don't have nothing but want a rich man,
Exactly.
he's saying you need to date on your level or you need to come up to their level. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Or
But
you're not ready to date at all because you got some stuff that you need to take care of
you gotta
before you
get your
bring it
stuff in
to the
order first anyway.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So that's what I'm saying. To say Kevin Samuels was trying to teach, but because it was coming from a man and his deliverance, you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
anyway, yeah, yeah, yeah. You can learn a lot from Kevin Samuels. Just go and check him out, ladies. If you guys need some kind of reassurance from a man, if it has to do with a man that you're dating or you need some answers, you could go to Kevin Samuels. Okay, if you ain't got no father, no role model, or man to talk to, go watch some of his stuff.
Yeah, rest in peace. Because
Rest in peace, Kevin Samuels. Yeah.
there's nothing like the male perspective.
And then and then
There's
and then
nothing like it.
yeah, and then the thing is, it's just so sad that he passed away and left. Now that's a legacy for you right there.
But yeah, what you talking about passing away while you screwing?
Well, no, child, Lord. Oh my God, no. I'm talking about the legacy that he left. A whole bunch of educational videos that people can go back and watch.
Yeah,
That's a
that's a legacy.
legacy. And
That's
even if he left the way he left on top of someone or how he left, getting it in,
yeah.
he still left a message behind the mess. You see what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
he did. He did.
Well, anyway, guys, you know what? We're gonna get out of here, Miss Star. Miss Star baby. Appreciate you for being here. We got some work to do.
We got some work to do. We got some places to go. We got people to see.
That's
And
right. And we finna
that's
get
and
out.
that's
We
all,
finna be outside.
that's all I'm gonna say.